Hello, dear students. Today we will talk about general safety rules in lab and scientific research. Um, its main goal this lecture is recognize and understand hazards in lab, and identify most common dangerous and hazards things in the workplace, and understand the measurements against the risk and dangers in the lab. Mm, understand how react in case of problem at workplace. It's a short plan for this lecture. I talk about general rules, personal protective equipment, chemical safety, biosafety, and emergency assistance. Um, this usually we have uh, place for lab. We not it's quite difficult build lab uh, from zero stage, and usually we reserve these rooms or these sometimes buildings. It's not building according plan or research or lab activity, and we should adjust to this architecture, and then it's very rare situation when university or some company um, build rooms, build lab corpus, lab buildings according all special norm for this activity. Usually we have simple rooms. It will be good. We have canalization, water supply, electricity, of course, and ventilation. It's ground some ground demand for this uh, start. In my experience, I have this. I reserved several rooms. Uh, Two rooms have water supply and canalization. It's it it, it was great success. After repairment, rebuilding these rooms, university prepare some uh, pre- prepare this part of buildings to our scientific activity. Uh, this usually in laboratory, yeah, it's very good. It's nowadays it's demands and have open space with without physical barriers. It's very important for open passageway in case in case of some emergency and some alarm. It's it's uh, it means we should keep all our things in order, and stored personal belongings in some designated place. It's it could be like part of table for this activity. Mm, non-special cases or this special something special. Um, okay. um, of course, the first priority of this activity is health and lives of personnel. We should keep uh, people in norm without any damage, and it's obligated us to now emergency procedure, um, take some theoretical like now and practical training, and also we should aware about current documents in updates in this field. uh, we should know where is find first aid kit, where is can we do air wash, and block how we can block some fire, and emergency exits always will be free. Uh, uh, it's in previous years, in previous life, it was something theoretical, but today we have everyday bombing and some rocket alarm and some kamikaze drones. And, now we evaluate this norm. It's it's very important. In lab, we should check all equipment before we use remove damaged equipment and keep working area free from different things, trash, unnecessary things, and normal, clean of the workplace at the end working day, and turn off all water, gas, electricity, because it can lead to some emergency situation. Um, and we should notify responsible people if we walk alone, because if you're alone, it's very easy to forget something important, forgot to open fire or water or something. Um these working devices should be under surveillance, not unattended. Uh, it's especially if you work with open fire. Uh, it's it's ridiculous and obvious rules, but in practical life, sometimes we should repeat this simple and single norm. So do not fill pipette with your mouth. Use device. This is if you um, uh, this you should not catch falling objects, especially glass objects. If this device or this glass or pipette fallen, it's fate. But because if you're trying to catch it, you can damage hands, catch this broken parts of this pipette or something. Um, it's sometimes we should keep some water for cooling these hot objects, and people block sink drains with different material for this. It's very easy to forget about this activity in reserve fluid in lab and electricity problem after that. Uh, many labs have a lot of dangerous chemicals and spilled everywhere or in something in air. Uh, it's lead to dangerous situation when you eat or drink something or use cosmetics in chemical lab cabinets. This lead to contamination with these chemicals and probably poisoning. It's Of course it's we should aware about this possibility. uh, it's another very important question in waste management because it's different types of waste should be sorted and not mixed. Each waste have own protocol. It's glass. It's one bag and some organic and bacterial infected material. It's another plan for waste management and chemicals. Additional way of utilization. It's important because it's should be uh, located in different places. Very important. It's personal protective equipment. Is first it's glass, gloves, special robe, and shoes. It we change it when we go to lab. Um, it's people use contact lenses in these processes. Very easy to contaminate with chemicals if you know some. Uh, it always you should wear glasses and you should know where is running water if you have such damage. After it's necessary have appointment with ophthalmologist for check. All is okay. Uh, Return to some personal protective uh, protection is change gloves and use appropriate gloves because the gloves have different thickness and different material and etc. And shoes should cover heels. It's not slippery shoes. Um, and lab lab coat it helps us if we contaminate some chemicals. It's this coat very easy to change. Um, it's nowadays in Ukraine also we have hot season in spring, in autumn. An example now we have over 25 degrees today. It's in summer it's up to 40 degrees. It's of course it's different type of clothes and but in lab it's not appreciated t-shirts short skirts and it's approved long pants and lab coat. We should keep long hair because it's if we work with something strong chemicals or with open flame. Um, Also, this very big danger. It's synthetic nails, which usually made from polymers. It's easy to very flammable, and it's in case of this situation very difficult to extinguish. Uh, that's thanks to COVID pandemics. We have a lot of respiratory respirators in this in this time. It's all labs full of these respirators, and it's very useful for protecting respiratory tract from acids or another chemical hazards. Uh, but it's next problem is we should disinfect these respirators after use. Well, uh, in lab it's normal to label it of chemicals. In in case if we have something unlabeled, we label these unknown chemicals. It's probably later. It's with colleagues you can make some detective investigation. What is this? If easy, it's not easy to identify these chemicals. These chemicals should utilize. Um, in big labs, if you prepare some buffer or some solution, you should label it content, concentration, date of preparation, and who do this solution. It helps make some orientation in this chemical labs and find a responsible person if some experiment fails and so, uh, if you make investigation of what going wrong. Um, it's a primitive lab activity like this use preparation, solution preparation, also should some training and some awareness. Um, uh, it's not easy because in most of labs is some special rules or traditions, and you should be aware what type of spatula use, how it remove, where is this material store, and this general information. It's an example. It's do not use metal spatulas for peroxide or acids. Um, this for heating flammable liquids, you should prefer using water bath. Um, Never use open flame. And general information from school, it's concentrated acid add to water slowly, but not vice versa. It's never add water to concentrated acid. It's lead to spring and very easy to receive damage and burns, chemical burns. It's not good. Uh, it's rules work and it's balances with rules of them. It's calibrate of amounts of chemicals. It's main recommendation. It's take minimum of these chemicals. Better it's have additional passing because it's if you take some chemicals, it's forbidden to return to container excess mass of these chemicals. Uh, and if it happens, you should move to used waste these excess chemicals. Often these chemicals very valuable. It's its main idea. Uh, it's not a good idea use on eyes, nose to taste and evaluate what is reagents, how smells these reagents, and not it can lead to inhalation this this chemical. Uh, yes, of course, we have a lot of restriction. Uh, it's frankly speaking, I this all these prohibited things I check on my own experience and all these rules I broke. But it's important experience. It's good to know before you check on own experience because I also have burns, cuttings, etc. Because I never received such instructage. Okay. uh, when I was researcher on early stage. Another important question is foods. It's foods in when you work with chemicals. It's foods first. What you need. Um, in our histology lab, also work on the foods in most of cases when we work with aggressive uh, chemicals. Uh, in this, if you have food but you not move into inside this food, only hands, and if you have some chemicals, you move more than 10 centimeters inside of the under airflow because it's protection from respiratory tract injury. Uh, if a lab have several floors in all lab, chemicals is volume under 250 milliliters should be moved in containers and with usage elevator because it's dangerous to some make mistake and broke these chemicals. Um, Chemicals stored in ventilated cabinets, offices, and always we check integrity of packagings and labels. And a good practice it's open only one type of chemicals, not the same chemicals in same time from different package. Um, and it's, you should apply chemicals according to protocol. Of course, this is information. It's based on our local post-Soviet classification. So I'm not sure if European lab have similar classification, but it's for your information. It's lowest degree of purity reagents is technical. It's like using for cleaning something. Pure chemicals, more higher degree, but not used in analysis in only pure. But pure for analysis, it's special markets. Typical chemicals what we use in laboratory. Chemical purity, chemical pure reagents in more highest degree of purity is this type of uh, purity of chemicals recommend for usage. In some cases, we use from pharmacology, from aptics, these medicines and for use like carbon activities or some peroxides we can buy in this like patients in this um, pharmacology shops and this degree of this purity is like between pure for analysis and pure in some cases it's possible to use in laboratory for experiments. uh, okay, it's for very precise test which is on chemically pure reagents. Um, Another important question is water. Uh, it was distilled water, be distilled water, some mistake, and Q water or demineralized water. It's good practices. Twice distilled water is very good for experiments. It's quite enough. Uh, Biosafety very important because if we use animals are often have ectoparasites, some infections, mites, and etc. It's you should be aware these rats or mice have some passive danger. Uh, and according to laboratory safety rules, we distinguish four levels of safety. Levels of safety. First level of safety, it's like ordinary microbiology lab, and should have food, shower, and air wash, probably outside of lab. It's not crime. Most of our rooms often haven't this inside of lab, and people should move outside for take this a wash and something. Okay. Second level biosafety is lab is restricted access, and all these showers, a wash located inside of lab, and all contaminated materials treated in autoclave. Um, uh, Third level, it's labs have vivarium, have very limited access and ventilation. It's have closet type, so-called negative air circulation, its own circulation inside. And this lab have biosafety cabinet when this all procedure carried, and personal protective tools, of course, using, and lab have prohibition for work session in 3 hours. And also before you start to work in this lab, you should take training course 80 hours. Uh, in another uh, demands is protection from aerosols, use protective personal protective tools and hood, etc. Um, yes, all lab equipment should be isolated from negative influence and not contaminate. And this list of what we should use in this lab. Uh, if you work with some infection substance in some biospecimens, material from sick peoples, you should have a delivery plan of this material. Take special training before triple packing system. All this material have three package for preventing this spread of this infection. And of course, it's have some protocol from utilization in case of some problem, catastrophe. Return to biospecimens, it's all parts and excretions for human body. It's biospecimen, and which it's not depends of way how we obtain, but it's biological fluids and some part of another material always potential infected if you work with human biospecimens. Some general rules for collection biological material. It's we should like similar like before blood donation. It's use only light breakfast before biochemical checking biochemical blood parameters. You sterilize material for this procedure, removing some biospecimens like hemolyzed seromoplasma from experiment from this procedure of evaluation. And keep correct temperature regime. It depends of material. It's for blood. It exists some specific profiles. It's probably most information about biochemical profiles like hepatic, renal, cardiac, lipid, thyroid, or some control. Back to technique, it's all biological material, potentially infections. We don't know about people it's healthy or sick. Probably all people calculate like sick people. um, yes, all all these protocols of ultra protocols safety techniques should be we should follow these protocols, use disposable tools, gloves, glasses, and uh, check this transportation of these same samples and check compliance with safety measures and personal hygiene. Uh, this, of course, in case of some disaster, it's like burns, we use some uh, solution with plenty water. In case of these burns, reasons for burns, alkali use 1% acetic acid. If you have acid burns, it's 2% solution of baking soda, etc. And if case we have broken glass, it's use forceps and splinters for tweezers for removing from wound and treated with an antiseptic bandage, etc. So of course, normal rules for in case of urgency. Uh, Again, I repeat about knowledge about emergency exits and location of um, fire extinguishers and fire blankets and alarm system and location first aid uh, kit and showers, etc. In case of this something broken, something poisonous broken, is don't panic. It's ask for help, not the run away, um, and should inform responsible people, protect yourself first, and this should be this place of spills, this site, spill site should be protected from access or under control. Okay. In case of some work with flammable substance, we should cut off this turn off electricity and heating device in the lab and close doors and make some absorbent barriers, increase of level ventilation, and of course we should inform responsible people. Uh, it's probably short time, but it's first aid kit. You should know about this location and how it use in urgent situation. Okay, thank you so much. Of course, this this humor, but it's in our time should inform responsible people, not social media.